Okay, so now let's talk about vaporization and boiling points. Okay, so when the temperature of a liquid reaches a point where its vapor pressure is the same as the external pressure, vapor bubbles can form anywhere in the liquid, not just on the surface. Okay, so whenever this happens, right, basically once again that liquid reaches a point to where the vapor pressure is the same as the external pressure. Okay, this is where we get boiling. Okay, this is what boiling is. Okay, where the external pressure is the same as our vapor pressure. Okay, and when that occurs, that's when we have that boiling point. Okay, so the normal boiling point is the temperature at which, okay, the vapor pressure of a liquid is equal to 1 atmosphere. That's usually the external pressure. Okay, so the lower the external pressure, then we can see something happen. We're going to have a lower boiling point of the liquid. So if we think about this, right, and I'm going to go to Mount Everest. If I go to Mount Everest, okay, which is like the huge high peak, elevation is at like 29,000. And then look at our pressure. Because we got this high elevation, we're going to see this pressure, this lower pressure at 0.3 atmosphere. Now, as I mentioned before, if we have a lower external pressure, then we should expect to see a low boiling point. All right? So we know where water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It's going to boil there. But if you ever try to boil water on Mount Everest, okay, I'm not going to actually do this, but I'm just saying if I did, right, I'm going to see that the boiling point is at 70 degrees Celsius. Or even if it's not as, dramatic as that. We just compare it to cities, okay? Denver versus Boston. Boston is at a low level, sea level. And Denver, the Mile House City, as they call them, it has an average elevation around 5,000. So we can see, right, because of this higher elevation, we're going to see a lower external pressure, and sea level is around 1 atmosphere, okay? But just this slight difference between the two, this actually impacts, when water is boiling, okay? All right, if we look at Denver, it's going to be boiling at 94. Sea level, it's going to boil at 100, okay? So this is how we can relate vaporization and boiling point together.